Hello all, Jamie Rodgers here from Craftmania, and today I'm bringing you a brand new die of the week. We are having a little look at this incredible die set by Sue Wilson. This is the Scattered Leaves die set. Now I love this because there are so many ways in which we can use it, and this is something I often go on about when we're talking about Sue's dies, is that ingenious way in which she gives you the layers and the outside edges to mean you can optimize them to create as many styles and formats as you wish to. Now, whenever we bring you a die of the week, we like to bring you an incredible deal, and this week is no different. This die set should be £20.99. We have this better than half price. It is only £9.50, and that includes free UK P&P. Now, very quickly, you're going to notice that you have 3 different dies in your set. Now, this is great because what Sue's done is, instead of just giving you one background that is just going to create that style of backing and that's all it can do, she's separated it. So we have a single middle panel and we have a single outside cutting blade. Now this means we can leave that in there and we can cut that just as one background if we wish to. We can take this one out, we can use it with that shape, and we can cut it out as a separate panel, to which you can use to layer on top of that one. Or if you prefer, you can use this shape to cut out the inside of that one and turn this into the perfect frame. Now, also meaning that these 2 pieces don't have outside edges to them, if we take this single rectangle out of the way for the moment, it also means that they're going to stay in your cardstock, and it means that you could tile cut them. By that I mean literally cutting them and moving them along to repeat cut and build up bigger backgrounds, bigger styles if you wish to. Or of course it means that you can turn them into apertures on the fronts of your cards as well. So this could literally cut into the front of your card, and you could choose whether to leave this bit solid or open, depending on if you use a separate die or not, and then build up or hang something maybe in that aperture. Now I feel this is also a really nice one for retirement cards. Done in the right colours, it could be used for Christmas. It has a whole host of reasons that you're going to be bringing this one out time after time. Now, as always, we do have limited stocks when we're talking of die of the week, and we don't want you to miss out. So if you like the look of this one, pop onto the website www.craftmaniacrafts.com, have a little look for the YouTube tab, go through to there and you will see the die of the week page. If you go onto there, you can see all of the previous dies of the week, including this one, and all of the goodies I'm going to be sharing with you on the cards we're about to have a little look through. Now, if you're new to our die of the week videos, you might not know this already, but every day at 2 PM on my Jamie Rodgers Crafts Facebook page, I will be sharing one of these with an exact list of all of the bits that have been used for them. If you'd like to see them in detail, they are already on the website on the page we was just chatting about, and so are all of the pieces. So if you like the pink card, you like the vellum, you like the flower, all of them bits are on the same page under the die of the week for you, so that you don't have to go searching for them. Now this card, very simply done, is using that outside frame, cutting out the middle with the rectangle, then in the layer beneath using just that middle panel to cut, and then framing them with some double-sided or foam tape to build them up. The little vellum wraparound with the sentiment just sort of brings that colour forward slightly, and I've just used the same colours underneath it. Now, because of this die doesn't have an outside edge attached to it, it does of course mean it's down to you to cut your frame, and you can cut whichever width you would like to. So if you would prefer a bolder frame to this, you can absolutely have that. I personally was using 3mm foam tape, so I've just give myself slightly more than that so I can put the foam tape round and build up on my layers to keep it nice and simple. Now, showing you the next card, new idea for you. So this one again is cutting it in, choosing to cut a wider frame around the outside of that die cut. This time leaving the middle as a solid, so it gives us the opportunity to build up upon it. Now you might notice our lovely sort of floral stems here. That's from our Sam Paul bundle that we launched, possibly back in about January time. And then more recently, we had this lovely carnation on one of our John Next Door bundles. So you may have already got that one in your stash or have seen that. Again, both of these bits and the videos we're talking about are of course on our YouTube channel, and you can go back and have a little watch on them. And you'll also find links to buy all of the bits on the same YouTube page that I mentioned already. Bringing this card in this time, slightly different idea, leaving the 2 pieces together, not using that separate rectangle so that we keep it as one giant panel. I've then put vellum on the reverse of it and coloured on the back of that with an alcohol marker so that my leaves show through in green. I've added flowers, pearls and a sentiment just to finish that one off. And I love how elegant the cream, the green, the pink and the gold work together. Keeping to a very simple one this time. So I've cut out the centre using that inner rectangle. I've cut that rectangle in vellum to place underneath it, and I've trimmed myself down a rectangle in cream to put on top of it, just to give that little frame on the inside. I've then of course used my outside edge. I've cut around this with a guillotine. I've placed it on some foam tape just to build that up, and I've added on one of my little fairies. This is one of my dies, by adding some vellum to the wings as well, just to match in with that layer beneath. Very easy, very classic, very simple. And what I love about a card like this is if you don't like the fairy, if you don't have somebody you need to send the fairy to, that could have been a Christmas tree, that could be just about anything. I feel that this backing plate, this die that we're looking at, will fit into so many occasions, and this is a great one to show that. We then move on and I'll show you this one. Now this is a great one. This is actually using just a small panel from the insert, just this part here, and the outside edge to that one. And I've cut those out of white card. I've then used this bit to cut down some self-adhesive sheets. I've stuck the self-adhesive sheet to the reverse of the delicate die cut, and I've put through some incredible gilding flakes, which is what's giving that lovely sort of shimmer and sparkle. I've then just taken 4 of them and put them together on the front of the card to make up that panel. Then, talking of using that as panels and building up, I've taken 3 of them this time. Very similar to the last one, but this time on the self-adhesive sheet, I've used some frosted sparkle glitter over the top of a gold mirror card sheet. So we've got that sort of cracked glass, sort of shattered glass style underneath here, which is shining through from the lovely mirror card below it. I've added some flowers on. I've gone for 3 panels. This could have very easily been 4 panels coming down the project instead, or of course you could have done them in a different pattern. I was tempted to take this one and turn it that way and place it going across like a bridge across these 2 panels. So many ways in which you're going to be able to layer those around. Then my last card, and this was probably my favourite. I think this one's quite opulent. I don't know what I was thinking when I was doing this one, but it sort of really reminded me of a bit regal maybe. I don't know. It's just very OTT. But this time I've taken both of the filigree panels, I've cut them out of gold mirror card, and then I've placed this on top of another panel of gold mirror card. So it might actually look on your screen as if it's embossed, but I assure you it is cut and layered so that there is depth there just with some foam tape. I've then added on my little flowers, and I've just framed that using some gold and blue and cream card. So these 7 examples are hopefully sharing with you what you could be creating with this die set. Now, once again, if you'd like to get your hands on it, pop online, www.craftmaniacrafts.com, have a little look for the YouTube tab, and then on that page you will find our die of the week. That'll also show you all of the previous dies of the week as well. So if you'd like to look back at some of our previous bargains, you'll see them there as well. But everything is on this page, from the fairies, the sentiments, the sentiment panels, all of the cardstock I've been using. If you'd like to add them to your order, you absolutely can do. Now, don't forget, whenever we're shopping with Craftmania, P&P is completely free once you've spent £5 if you live within the UK. And if you would like to have this die or any of our goodies posted anywhere in the world, that's no problem, because our international P&P is capped at just £10. Thank you very much for watching today's video. I can't wait to see you all again soon. Bye for now.